It's the Popcorn Bucket List 50 Spectacular! Yay! Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Popcorn Bucket List, our 50th episode, not including our specials and genres or whatnot. 50 episodes of us previewing movies. Never thought we'd make it this far.
No.
I can't see the monitor. Is the Mitch still on?
It's still on. Yep, still there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trusting you guys. If I go back and edit this and it's just a
Right.
blank screen.
It's not there.
It's all right.
Yeah, we're going to be doing some new things, introducing some new ideas here for the future. So hopefully this works. I don't know. I haven't tested out everything we're going to do here yet. So Jesus, take the wheel. But for first things first, we've been doing kind of an opening segment here. Actually, before we even get into that, I haven't introduced everybody here.
I was gonna say,
you know me. I'm the host of the show. Guy sitting next to me this whole time, Ryne Meyerberg, co-host of Popcorn Bucket List and good friend of the show, been with us since the beginning. Mitch Ryne, what are you checking your watch for, bro?
I was just waiting to see how long it was gonna take you to introduce me.
I'm just excited, man. I'm not even.
That's
I'm
true.
just my mind is
that's
going
true.
crazy right now. I'm trying to stay hyped right now. This is like the most emotion I've shown in years.
Should we do some
That's
jumping
true.
jacks?
No,
True.
we're not doing any jumping
Oh, I'd love
jacks.
to do some
No,
jumping
no,
jacks.
sit down. But since we're getting into the opening segment, since all three of us are here at the same time, I thought it was appropriate to tell what I consider one of my greatest movie theater experiences. I think maybe me and Ryne, we've joked about it on the show. We've maybe referenced it, whatever, but we've never fully told the story of Cold Pursuit. Watching that in the theater. So
it's a great movie, guys. Highly recommend.
Yeah, check it out. Check it out.
He said sarcastically.
No, Liam Neeson's a great actor. None of his
He is. He doesn't give a bad performance in that movie.
all of his movies are so unique and never
Very different.
Yes.
Very different.
Yeah.
So-
Cold Pursuit, exactly the same.
So
Very different.
before we get into the weekly preview, I feel like we should tell that story since all
Yes.
three of us are here.
Yeah.
So my take. There's some parts I'll try to kind of abridge. There's some parts we're just going to have to go into detail here. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. But I can't remember what episode. It was like some March edition, whatever, Popcorn Bucket List. Pretty early on in the show. We were still shooting over there. And me and Ryne, we previewed Cold Pursuit. It was one of the movies coming out. And I remember saying on the show, the trailer just doesn't excite me. There's nothing about it that makes me want to go see this movie. You were kind of the opposite, because like after we were done recording, we were like, "Hey, it's premiering like this Thursday. You want to go check it out?" Or whatever. I was like,
Yeah.
"No, I just don't have any interest. You check it out. Let me know how it is." Thursday comes and goes, and I asked him Friday. I was like, "So did you watch it? Check it out?" He's like, "No, I didn't." For the next few weeks to almost a month, I want to say, we play this cat and mouse game of you being like, "Hey, I think we're gonna go check it out tonight. You want to come?" And I'd be like, "Nah, I don't. I'm busy. I got homework I gotta do." And for the most part, I wasn't like trying to get out of it or whatever. Like I genuinely had something going on where I couldn't do it, and it was like at least 2 or 3 weeks we were playing this game. Spring break comes around. Me and you, we were roommates with a few people here at SMSU, and we stuck around. So Monday night, first day of spring break, crazy parties. We're just like alone.
Yeah.
Bumming it.
Yeah, we're boring. Ryne texts me. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go hang out at the Pizza Ranch. You guys want to hang out for a little bit?" Whatever. I'm like, "Yeah, man. I
was gonna hang out at Pizza Ranch.
You asked us if we wanted to go to Pizza Ranch with you.
Okay.
No, you weren't like I'm going with or without you. You were like, "Hey, I was thinking of going. Do you guys want to come or whatever?"
Yeah,
You're right. I phrased that wrong.
Meyerberg frequents Pizza Ranch quite a bit.
He's just there awkwardly.
cooling.
That's his cheers. He's Norm
Yeah.
that goes in there and everyone's like, "Right." So anyways, I was like, "Yeah, man, I got nothing going on tonight." Asked Mitch, he was free too. I was like, "Yeah, let's go hang out at the Pizza Ranch." Now, this is where I believe you set a trap for me. Because, again, every time you asked me about Cold Pursuit, I was like, "Nah, man, I'm busy. I got something going on." Now you've enticed me with pizza, which is an easy way to trap Nick into doing something. Now I have openly admitted to you, I think the exact words I said when I responded to your text was, yeah, I got nothing going on tonight, man. Nothing at all. So we hung out there for a little bit, and just as we're about to wrap up and head home, you're like, hey, man, it's like our last chance to see Cold Pursuit. And now I have no excuse because, again, I've always said I was busy, but finally I just told you, nope, I'm completely free. So I'm like, all right, I guess this is going to happen. So movie had been in there for at least 3 weeks. Monday night, spring break, no one's in this theater with us. It's just us three watching this.
And they never asked me if I wanted to go. I just had to go.
Yeah, I was his ride. I drove him to the Pizza Ranch, so he had to go regardless.
Nick doesn't let me drive anywhere.
I don't. I have had too many near-death experiences.
It's a smart move, Nick.
Yeah. It's one of the wisest decisions I've ever made in life.
Yeah, I had no choice in this. I had to go. So.
Yep. So 3 of us were hanging out at the theater, getting ready to watch this Liam Neeson movie, which I have no interest in seeing. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to make this interesting. Let's place bets. And I don't think we bet anything. It was just bragging rights.
Yeah.
How many kills is Liam Neeson going to get in this movie? You and I had seen the trailer. Mitch had not. So he had no context going into this movie. So we knew it wasn't going to be like high octane, taken action, 20 kills a minute thing or whatever. So we lowballed it. I believe 4 kills. You bet 6, I think.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Mitch initially said 20.
No context, though.
Yeah, and not to, he had no idea. So we were like, no, it's not going to be that high. Me, being nice, was like, why don't you we'll give you a second guess. We didn't make you stick with that one. So he prices rights me and hits 3 kills. Goes right to believe me. I was like, all right, bets are locked in. So movie starts, and I can't tell the rest of the story without going into the plot of the movie. Would you agree?
Yeah.
So spoilers to Cold Pursuit, but it's been out for like 3-4 years at this point. If you haven't seen it by now,
you're not gonna watch it.
You're not gonna watch it.
Hey, maybe I'll go watch it when I get home.
Basically, Liam Neeson is like a professional snowplower in this Colorado rural town, very blizzardy. So it's an important job. He's very needed, and he's very well liked in the community. His son works at like the Denver airport, I believe, with a friend of his. The friend got like wrapped up in drugs in the area, and like they both get killed because he maybe got wrapped into, or maybe it was collateral damage. I can't remember. But basically, Liam Neeson, he wants to get revenge on this crime lord who was responsible for the death of his son. So he's gonna like take down his organization one by one. So he gets 2 kills pretty early on in the movie. Within the first like 30 minutes, 2 kills. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm like, all right, we're moving. We're gonna get 4 here. We're gonna get 4, and then Liam Neeson doesn't show up for like another 30 to 40 minutes in the movie. Dude is gone, pieced out. Title character on the poster gone for like 30 minutes. Instead, we have to establish this crime lord guy, who is the only guy in this movie who knows what movie he's in, because he was like cartoonishly evil. Yeah. Everyone was taking this movie so seriously, and he was like wide-eyed, like yelling at everybody. Like the second he was on screen, I'm like, this guy knew what he was doing. He deserved an Oscar, even though this was a March movie. And we have to establish that there's a second rival gang from this like Native American tribe in the area. Yep. And so the crime boss guy, he's finding out his guys are getting killed. He assumes it's this rival gang who they've made like a peace agreement for years. Well, now the peace agreement's falling apart and they're going to war. You tell best the middle. There's like a point in the middle that's important here.
Yeah. So they established the second gang, which is a Native American gang. They take like a vacation to a lodge ski resort, and they go. It's really cool, actually. Like, it looks really nice. Obviously, it's in the Rocky Mountains. They go snowboard parasailing, and they're tripping. The drugs that they sell, they are taking them.
They're nice.
They
tried and tested.
Yes. They are just laughing really hard, and it's great. Like, they're just having a good old time with the boys. Good boys trip.
The boys.
I just assumed, because like the guy who launches off the mountain to go like parasailing, the way they're like cheering him on, I just assumed it was like a bucket list thing for this guy.
Kinda, it seems like it.
It had to.
So yeah, he's a lower level dude. He's not a top tier guy. He parasails, or he's like he kind of gets some air and then he flies away, never to be seen again.
Yeah, just flies away. So yeah,
Yeah.
we've established the rival gang. Now we get so now Liam Neeson's back in the movie.
Yep. Boom. Cool.
Finally.
Hard cut to Liam Neeson. We're like, what? Oh,
Okay. So he's
All
like,
right.
so what has he been doing this whole time? Well, he's like annoyed that the crime guy isn't noticing that he's killing off his guys.
yeah.
So he decides to step it up a level. He kidnaps the crime dude's son, which is like the easiest kidnapping I've ever seen on film. And then comes like some of the most awkward comedy I've ever seen in a movie. Because Liam Neeson's got this kid now. He's got the dude's son. He doesn't plan on killing him. Like, none of that revenge stuff. He's just kind of using him as a hostage or as bait to get the crime dude over to him. But he's gotta find a place for the kid to sleep tonight. So where does he put him? In his dead son's room, of course. And then the kid's like, can you read me a bedtime story? He doesn't have any children's books, so what does he read him? I'm not making this up, folks. The manuals to his snowplows, his industrial snowplows. He reads them like the owner's manuals. And the kid is into it. He is loving it. He falls asleep to it with a smile on his face. Next morning, Liam Neeson takes him out with the snowplow, teaches him how to do it. Kid's loving it, having the time of his life. So he hides the kid in the shed, and I can't remember how he like let the crime dude know to come here, but he lets him. I keep calling him crime dude. I'm sure he has a name, whatever. But somehow
We haven't seen this movie in like 4 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's been a
crime dude's as best as I can give you. So he somehow gets him to his shop. The rival gang found out that he was going to be there too, so they show up as well. But before that, Liam Neeson's like getting ready to go with a sniper rifle. And I'm sitting here thinking, here we go. We're still at 2 kills, remember? But I'm like, all right, he's going to kill crime dude, so that'll be 3. And I'm sure he'll kill one more person. I'm feeling pretty confident. And the movie sets it up perfectly because the guy gets out, and then one of his like other guys like gets in front of him as Liam's like lining up the shot. I'm like, again, we're the only ones in the theater, so I'm like using my outside voice. I'm yelling, take the shot, just shoot right through him. That's 2, that's 4 kills, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Like, and I've never been more cheering for someone to murder someone in my life. I probably should have seen therapy after this movie.
Well, I think it's also important to know that, yes, we were the only ones in there, but we were all yelling at the screen.
Yeah.
We were all talking. We were laughing. We were like getting into the movie with as being as like reserved from the movie as you could be, because we were just going off. We were going off.
So he's got him lined up, dead to rights. I'm about to win this. If he just takes, all he has to do is pull the trigger and I win this. He doesn't pull the trigger. The rival gang comes and ambushes him. Liam doesn't kill a single person in this whole firefight. Everyone is dead by the end of it. And like creative kills, like somebody took a truck like that had a log, like a whole tree log in it, like dropped it on a guy.
Yep.
Like creative kills everywhere. Not a single one of them are Liam's. So all the smoke clears. Crime dude is dead. The leader of the rival gang is wounded, but he's like the only one alive.
Mm-hmm.
Smoke is clearing. They hear sirens coming because also there's like some subplot where like cops were investigating this and somehow they found out. So like they all realize we got to peace out of here. So the kid who is hiding, he gets into one of the snowplows and starts snowplowing one of Liam Neeson's route. He has found his career path.
Yep.
So he takes one of those push plows and just starts pushing snow. Liam gets into the other snowplow, one of those like there's a specific name for it, but one of those like propeller ones
I think
that
it's
like
just a snowblower.
a snowblower. Yeah, that there we go. That's what it is.
Quite literal term.
Yeah, he gets into it, and the rival gang guy. Don't think I didn't catch that sarcasm. The rival gang guy gets in and like holds a gun to him, like saying like you're gonna get me out of here, basically. Like I'm gonna ride with you. You're not gonna do anything. You're not gonna try anything. Liam's still only at 2 kills. At this point, no one has won. The music starts playing, sounding like we're wrapping up the movie.
Yep.
The rival gang guy, he like passes out from his injuries, wakes up, realizes Liam hasn't done anything to him. Why would he? He has no quarrel. So they kind of have this like knowing moment. Guy puts the gun down. All right, I guess we're just, kind of riding off into the sunrise here.
Jay chillin'.
Yeah, just Liam and a rival gang guy who's wounded, by the way. music is swelling. You can tell the movie's ending, and we're just sitting here like, oh, well, I guess no one wins.
So we thought.
Or so we thought.
Out of the skyline, we see the parasailer from earlier flying into frame.
Flying parallel with the snowplow.
Yep.
He gets a tailwind, something, I don't know, pushes him forward. He spins around. He comes straight towards the snowplow. He plays chicken with the snowblower.
Yeah.
Guess who wins? The snowblower.
And me.
Because Liam was driving the truck, we determined that was the third kill. He goes into the snowblower. Liam and the Raffle Gang member look at each other awkwardly. No emotion. Hard cut to black. Credits roll.
Yep.
Mitch pulls it off in a last second 3-point buzzer beater.
Yep.
Half court buzzer beater.
I literally stand up and I just start yelling, no! No! That's the only word I can. I literally get up and I just start walking around, marching around the theater, yelling, no! No way! There's no way!
I am just dying of laughter because I can't believe what I just did.
Ryne, a guy who almost never has nothing to say, is sitting there speechless. I have never seen you in shock like that before.
Yeah, that's something you see on a YouTube video person made a video and that's how they end it. Not on a real legit Hollywood movie. Yeah. That is something you never see.
One of my greatest achievements in life, I'd have to say.
One of my greatest failures, then I would also have to say. So yeah, that's the Cold Pursuit story. One of the most greatest theater experiences I've ever had in my life.
Same.
And it wouldn't have happened if I had ever said yes to those 20 times you had asked me to watch it before.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
But let's get into some weekly preview and talk about what is coming out in theaters here so you can check them out with your friends of your own. Friday, July 22nd. Let's start with the big theater release, Nope. And I'm not saying that in protest. I'm saying that it's the actual title of the movie.
I was going to say, I was like, oh, you're just not going to tell me the title?
Yep.
Nope.
Oh, nope. Okay, I guess whatever comes out on July 22nd, go watch it because I don't know what it is.
Well,
Nope.
Yeah. This is like a really bad version of Who's on First.
Nope.
Who's on? No, Nope's on third.
No.
No. Who's on second? Anyways,
La La Man.
But this is another Jordan Peele movie. Generally, we watch the trailers before we preview these, so we can kind of talk about them. I have said in the past, ever since Get Out, Jordan Peele 100% has my trust as a director, as a writer. There's not a lot of people I could say that for. Mm-hmm. So I don't watch his trailers. I actively try to avoid watching his trailers because I want every single surprise that he has in store for me. Because I know he's put in so much time and effort into it. I want it to have that full effect on me. That being said, I have technically seen this trailer because there was that one time I think we saw Black Phone. It was the trailer before it. And you're asking me questions as I'm trying not to watch it. I'm trying to block it out. And you're asking me questions who's that? I'm I don't know, man. I'm not. Yeah, it's Daniel Kaluuya. You know who it is. Don't ask me.
Jordan Peele, when I think it was Us, we watched together. That really, really good. I think the way he intertwines the comedian in him with the horror, it's really good. And as a person who doesn't like horror, I will go watch a Jordan Peele horror movie and be like, I am actually genuinely excited. So
it's gonna be awesome. I've seen the trailer a couple of times now, or I've seen all the trailers that they've come out with. Looks good. Another new, interesting take on the alien phenomenon. So
I kind of like the sci-fi aspect of it.
I do too.
I'm interested.
I've been a huge alien UFO nerd for a long time. From when I was a kid. Yeah.
The truth is out there.
Did I ever tell you I thought I saw a UFO once?
You have never told me this, no.
Yeah. So
You're going to get 2 great stories here today, folks.
Shout out to Jada, because this was at her old place. They lived right outside of town. We're little kids. We're out playing in the cornfield. We're kids.
Children of the corn.
We play in the cornfields.
So automatically, not only have you hit every cliche this movie is probably going to hit, but you've also lost all credibility as kids in a cornfield.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're out. It's like we're having a family thing, so all the family's over by the house. We're like playing in the cornfield, and I'm telling her all about aliens and UFOs, trying to scare her. And then all of a sudden, I look over. We can see it like a distance in the cornfield, and I see a ball of light on the cornfield, and all of a sudden it just starts moving, and I'm freaking out because I'm looking up like they're trying to abduct something from the cornfield, and I'm freaking out. I'm staring. I yell at Jada, trying to get her over here to look, and then as it keeps going forward, it's kind of on a hill, and it dips down, and as it dips down, I see a car driving just in the back. So I saw the headlights shining through the corn, and I couldn't see the car. So I thought, I was like, it's happening. And then like 5 seconds later, nope, it was just a car driving by. I could see the headlights in the,
Take me. You're like running at the car. Take me.
Yeah. I felt so silly.
Also coming out this weekend on Netflix, The Gray Man. Movie directed by the Russo brothers, who are obviously known for doing
Arrested Development.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say. Just took the words right out of my mouth right there. Let's talk about this movie, though.
Let's talk about this one.
The Gray Man. Ryan Gosling, Chris Evans, and sort of a spy versus spy kind of thing.
Yep.
I kind of like this revolution of Chris Evans doing bad guys and all these things now. You had Knives Out. You have this one. He's got the most bad guy-est mustache I've ever seen.
Mustaches are awesome.
The only thing I've seen top it
confirm.
was Dr. Robotnik in Sonic, because it at least had a little handlebar part.
Yeah.
But this had a very evil, like, trimmed thing, too. I think I've read, reportedly, this is, like, one of the most expensive movies Netflix has ever produced to date.
Well, how much went to Chris Evans and
I think
Ryan
that's
Reynolds?
part of it, yes. Yeah. But how are they making money?
They're not.
Yeah, So
They're losing money.
If you guys watch South Park: The Streaming Wars, they do a really good thing of this.
why did you use the lisp voice? That was a weird choice.
You should definitely watch it.
We're also going to have to disinfect that mic now, thanks.
Oh.
I don't know. This movie looks like it's got a lot of action, not a lot of story. So I think this was just something the Russo brothers probably had a lot of fun with.
Yeah. After their headaches with Marvel, as in, that's a lot.
Yeah.
They did a lot with that. They just want to do something fun.
If they had said they were going to retire after filmmaking after Endgame, I'd be like, I get it. Yeah. I mean, I don't want you to, but I get it. But yeah, that's everything coming out this weekend. Let's move into some number one recommends. Mitch, since you're the guest here, we will let you go first. What are you recommending for people this week?
Push in. Keep pushing in.
I'm not going to do that.
Keep pushing in.
Definitely not going to do that in post.
Keep pushing in.
You can keep waving at the camera all you want. It's not going to happen.
I recommend Elvis Presley. It was a great movie. It was, I thought it did a really great job of just encapsulating what he did and who he was and, like, what it meant for America and his influence and just how fast he, like, declined. And how, like, we were talking about it last night when we watched it, when a person who is, like, Nick or I's age, we see Elvis Presley as more of, like, a comedy almost act, like just goofy, like washed up Hollywood actor, singer. But back in the day, he was the dude. He was the king.
He was the boss before the boss was the boss.
Yeah, like, I don't know, like listening to my parents talk about it, or even my grandparents, like they were like Elvis Presley, like, dang, what a great singer. And I think the movie did a really good job of just tying up everything in a bow on what his legacy was and what it meant to America and all the controversy around it.
Ryan, what are you recommending here this week? What's with all the build-up? Just say the darn thing. We've been recording for over 50 minutes, people.
Yeah. I'm going to recommend Kenobi. I did just finish it before I went on vacation. I know I recommended the first couple episodes, I think, last time, but I sat down and finished it. If you're a Star Wars person, you should definitely check this out. It just gives some more. It's another fun Star Wars story that deal with two great actors, Anakin and Obi-Wan. And you get to see a little bit of Luke and Leia as kids, and it's kind of cool. But if you're a Star Wars person, I definitely recommend checking it out.
I am going to recommend what I think is the second part of a cool double feature to Mitch's recommend. In fact, this is what we ended up doing because I've been telling you to watch this movie for years now, right?
Yep.
If you like Elvis and you like those music biopics, check out one of what I think is one of the greatest parodies of the last few decades, Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox Story. Not only does make fun of musical genres and a lot of the acts that came throughout all those generations and years, but it did it like respectfully.
Yeah.
Like one of the things we even kind of talked about is like the music is good in this. Like some of it is joking and like kind of playing off of past performances.
Walk hard.
But yeah, like it's making fun of Walk the Line, but it's also, when you kind of just listen to it, it's actually not a bad song.
Yeah.
And Guilty as Charged, like one of my favorite songs from that album, an Oscar-nominated album, I should mention, even though it was a little-to-known parody movie. It's one of John C. Reilly's best performances, both as a comedic actor, an over-the-top comedic actor, but like intentionally, but also has some serious moments as well. Yeah, it just really... It really poked fun at all of the things that you hit with a biopic and everything. Like I talked about one of my favorite bits was like how he falls into drugs and how he keeps getting more and more deeper into drugs. And each time he comes in, it's Tim Meadows' character. He's like, you don't want no part of this. He's like, what is it? It's the next logical step in your decline. He's like, I think I do want some of this. And he like goes into it.
Yep.
But that is going to do it for us on the PBL 50th Spectacular. As always, if you have any of your own movie recommendations, let us know in the comments down below. And for myself, Ryne Meyerberg, Mitch Reedy.
Wait.
What's happening?
Wait.
What are we doing?
Callahan,
Oh, no.
I'm watching you.
Oh, no.
All right, you can send it.
What?
You can end it.
What? Hold up. What's happening?
Yep.
Let's hear it. Get it off your chest. Let's hear it.
I'm just saying, Kerfin was in the director position, so.
I love how he does it at the end of this episode, so like 5 people are going to see it, but whatever. For myself, Ryne Meyerberg, a challenging Mitch Reedy, we'd like to thank you so much for watching, and we will see you at the movies.